Sydney Sweeney continues her run as Miss America, or whatever it is that she's campaigning for, in this new flick named Americana. Told in a chopped up chapter format, Americana takes you on a bizarre, blood-stained road trip through the underbelly of America. From a young boy who thinks he's a reincarnated Native American war chief and acts out violently, to a man proposing on his third date, to a father pimping out his own daughters. It's chaos, stitched together by one common thread. Everyone wants this mysterious ghost shot, and of course it's all building toward one inevitable, messy bloodbath. Sydney Sweeney as Penny pulls a decent display. She takes on a stutter that feels authentic and layered, showing she's far more than just Hollywood's go-to pretty face. Halsey as Mandy fully embraces her bad girl rebel energy, strutting through scenes with swagger that's impossible to ignore. But the real standout, Gavin Bergman as Carl, the little white kid convinced he's a Native American war chief. His performance is hilariously unhinged and honestly steals every scene he's in. The supporting cast serviceably keeps the madness rolling, but it's these three that make the film watchable. Visually, the movie leans into a grindhouse meets indie vibe. The chaptered storytelling gives it that Tarantino-esque flavor, though sometimes it feels like style over substance. The camera work is raw, gritty, and intentionally offbeat, keeping you slightly uncomfortable, which might be the point. Here's the thing though, the film has ambition, but not always the execution to back it up. The intertwining storylines are serviceable, but never quite hit the heights of brilliance. The big showdown that everything builds toward, a bit anticlimactic. And while the movie tries to punch on an emotional beat with Mandy and her son near the end, it feels misplaced. Her sudden maternal concern doesn't line up with her earlier coldness. That said, Americana isn't without its charm. It's dark, twisted, occasionally funny, and sometimes just plain absurd. But it's not exactly the kind of film that leaves you haunted, quoting lines, or rushing back for a rewatch. This is more of a stick it on when you're streaming at home and want something different kind of movie, rather than the one you'll rave about for years. Americana tries to juggle grit, satire, and shock value. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's quirky, yes. Memorable? Not really. It's one that, like I said, it's a streaming. Leave it for the streaming, and it's an okay watch.